Ireland is expensive and studying in Ireland as an international student can cost way more than you think. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Pradyum and I have been living in Ireland for more than half a decade now. And in today's video, I'll share my real life monthly expenses and give some tips and tricks on how you can save money while studying in Ireland. We'll cover everything from your bills to your rent, to your grocery charges, to your transport charges, to your additional costs like gym charge and everything. We'll cover everything in this video. So we'll start with fixed cost first. The first fixed cost which you will have to pay every month is your SIM charge, your mobile plan. There are several mobile plans in Ireland from 3, Vodafone and Gomo. I personally use Vodafone X program, which is 20 euros per 28 days, and I get unlimited data calling in European Union and in Ireland. So that's the plan I use. Other plans you can expect from 15 euros to 30 euros depending on your usage. Okay. The other fixed cost is rent. The rent in Ireland can vary from 800 euros to 1200 euros. This hugely depends whether you are living in a city, in a sharing apartment, a private accommodation or a student accommodation. I'll divide this into two parts, that is private accommodation or student accommodation. I have lived for 5 years in a student accommodation and currently I am living in a private accommodation, so I have a fair understanding of how much rent you can expect in both the places. So for private accommodation you can expect anywhere between 800 euros to 1200 euros depending on the part of the city you are living in. So I am living in Dublin 4 right now, and for the whole house we are paying 3800 euros. It is a 3 BHK. Individually it comes around 1300 euros per person, and this does not include any utility charges. For utility charges you can expect anywhere from 50 euros to 150 euros per person. Last month I paid around 90 euros including my electricity bill and my electricity bill and internet charges. So that's that. Overall I monthly pay around 1370 euros. And while I was living in a student accommodation, that's when I was living in Point, my rent was 1250 euros and it included all the utility charges, all the maintenance charges. Everything was included in this 1250. Okay, I did not have to pay any extra charges, be it for electricity or my Wi-Fi. Everything was included in that only. So that's the best part of living in a student accommodation. When you are coming as a student, I always suggest to live in a student accommodation in your first year. Then you can explore the city and make some new friends over here, and you can then plan living in a private accommodation on a sharing basis. Okay, that's my best suggestion to you guys when you are coming as a student. So I personally pay 1350, 1390, that varies per month in Dublin. Next we have food and grocery charges. I personally spend 150 euros to 200 euros per month on groceries. I mostly buy from Aldi or Tesco. We also have this 24/7 Spar right down the lane, and it's just 3 minutes walk, which is the main reason why I say I spend around 200 euros. So I usually cook dinner late in the night, and that's the time when Spar is open. So all three of us mostly buy groceries from Spar. But also Tesco is like 5 minutes walk from a place, so we buy from Tesco as well. But most of the groceries we buy from Spar. That's why I say it goes to 200 euros. If you solely buy from cheaper places like Tesco or Aldi, you can get your grocery charges under 200 euros. And I also eat out sometimes, so that's again 50 to 100 euros. So total food and grocery charges will come around, I'll say on average 225 to 250 euros. That's the max you can pay on groceries while studying in Ireland. Next we have transport costs. There are 3 major modes of transports in Dublin, that is Dart, Luas and Bus. And every time you take either of them, you have to pay 1 euro charge. If you change your mode of transport, let's say within 90 minutes, only 1 euro will be deducted from your account. And if you take more than 90 minutes, like if you tap your card at say 2 p.m. and another time at 3:45 p.m. you will have to pay 1 euro again. So this will be 2 euros return journey, and this is only when you have a student leave card. If you do not have a student leave card, then charges are double the prices. Okay, and you also have this weekly capping thing and daily capping thing. Daily capping means if you use multi-mode, you will have to pay 4 euros and that's the max you can pay in a day. Your card will be tapped at 4 euros and you won't have to pay anything else. If you are using multi-mode transport, that is all 3 of them or 2 of them. And if you are using only Dart, only bus or only Lewis, you will have to pay only 2.8 euros. Not more than that. Your card will be capped at 2.8 euros that day. And similarly in the weekly capping, your card will be capped at 16 euros when you use multi-mode travel and 11 euros if you use only one mode of travel. So in a month you will not be spending more than 64 euros if you are using multi-mode transport. So that's the max you can spend in 4 weeks, that is 28 days. So 64 euros you will have to pay in transport, and taxis or cabs are expensive in Ireland. For example, if I take a cab from my place to Trinity, which is 3 kilometers I think, you'll have to pay 15 to 20 euros for the 3 kilometers only. So another example, from my place to airports is 50 euros and it only takes around 30 minutes. So cabs in Ireland are expensive. So we have covered your food and groceries, fixed costs and transport charges. Next we have some additional charges which you will pay. The first additional charge which I personally pay is gym. Gym memberships in Ireland vary from 40 euros to 80 euros per month. I have FlyFit membership which is 40 euros per month. So that's how much I pay for gym in a month. And if you're living in student accommodation, most student accommodations already have a gym, so you do not have to pay anything extra for gyms as well. And that's again one thing why I prefer student accommodation, because I personally go to gym 5 days a week. So if you have a gym in your student accommodation, you will save a lot of time and some money. So that's again one benefit of living in a student accommodation. Others, I pay 100 euros a month, almost 100 euros a month in shopping. This completely depends on you if you want to shop for 100 euros a month or not. I personally love shopping, so I spend around 100 euros a month in shopping. Next, I pay almost 50 to 100 euros in entertainment, that is going to our friends' birthdays or clubs, or going to watch a movie, or let's say going to bowling or play mini golf. So this includes 50 to 100 euros a month. That's how much I usually spend. So these are the main charges you'll have to pay every month. I pay 13.90 for my rent, again 250 to 275 a month for my groceries, foods, 64 euros a month for my transport, and then additionally I pay how much is it, 190 euros for my gym, shopping and entertainment. So personally I spend around 400 to 500 euros a month, and excluding my rent also. If you add my 1390 rent to this, it will go around 1400, 1800, somewhere between 1800 to 1900 per month, including rent. So yeah, these are the charges which you will have to pay in Ireland. And some tips and tricks if I want to share with you are, try living in a shared accommodation after your first year. Like your first preference will be live in a student accommodation your first year, and after your studies are over, you start working, shift to a shared accommodation and find a cheaper place that is not in the middle of the city, but not so far as well from the city. Okay. Next, use local products and shops, like go to Tesco and use Tesco butter, which will be very cheaper than some branded butter. Similarly for other Tesco products, other Aldi products, all of these stores have their own products. Go for them because they are almost of the same quality but are really cheap in price. My third tip will be, look for student discounts in all the stores you shop. When you are paying, don't forget to ask the cashier if there is a student discount or not. Most of the places in Ireland do give student discounts, so if you don't ask the cashier, you will miss out on huge savings. So these are some tips and tricks which you can use to save money in Ireland. So that's all we have in this video. If you have any other doubts, you can always text me on my Insta. You can text on studentinireland.com, and you can always leave a comment in the comment section. वीडियो अच्छी लगी तो वीडियो लाइक कर दो, चैनल सब्सक्राइब कर दो, कोई भी डाउट हो तो मैंने बता दिया कैसे पूछ सकते हो. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, bye, take care.